Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Without any further ado, let's get right back to where we left off last time. I have been at the merchant for a couple of months now, and I still haven't managed to do a single good deed. Today I went out to town with Waltz to buy ingredients for parfait. The two of us have both been very quiet, which is uncharacteristic for Waltz. Princess? What? Did Karma explain why he wasn't coming with you today? Princess? Does Waltz not like my company? Is that why he is asking why he had to fill in for Karma? He said he was tired. Oh. Waltz turns his head, his eyebrows furrowing in confusion. The town feels different today. It does? I feel as if there are people watching us. How can you tell? With practice, I have a lot of eyes on me when I'm doing my puppet shows after all. Even before then, I was used to being watched, I guess. Before you were cursed? Why? Well, I was more conspicuous as an adult, I guess. An adult. Oh. Right. You have the Neverland curse. You remembered, yes, I have the Neverland curse. I told you what that was in the tavern once. You are stuck as a child when you should be a man. Right. It's a little inconvenient, but I've gotten used to it. Waltz is so much more straightforward about his curse than Karma. The two of us go into a store where we find the little cups that Parfait asked us to buy. After I pay, Waltz automatically picks up the bags. His help is nice for a change. I have become so accustomed to carrying the bags on my own. So, have you made any progress in your good deeds? You can see from my necklace that I have not. But you have changed. I still don't see how I've changed at all. Karma hasn't taught me anything about doing good. Sometimes in order to do good, you need to realize some things about yourself first. Maybe Karma's not so bad at helping you with that. He is selfish, flamboyant, and acts as if the world revolves around him. But you're still partnered with him. I am. I am okay with Karma's company. Most of the people judge and shun me. But Karma hasn't done that, and he's even mentioned enjoying my company. I have become more tolerant of him, too. Oh, Princess! Waltz's eyes light up as I see him pointing ahead to a crowd of people gathered around the center of the town. A woman stands in the middle of the crowd telling people's fortunes. We should go see if we can get our fortunes told. Come on. The crowd around the woman only grows larger until nearly half of the plaza has been taken up. I find myself pushed around in the crowd as I try to follow Waltz. The crowd is dense, though, and in no time at all I have lost him. Waltz! I call for him, but I do not see him over the dozens of people in front of me. I will wait for him at the outskirts of the crowd. He should be able to find me. I make my way out of the crowd into the edges of an alleyway. Oh no. Oh no, I have a bad feeling. But Waltz still does not appear. 10 minutes go by and I consider walking back into the crowd when I hear a voice behind me. Are you looking for someone, madame? Madam, I feel someone grab my hand. I slap them away and take a step back. When I turn, I find a man standing behind me in the alleyway. Yep, I knew this was I knew this was gonna happen. Didn't mean to startle you. What do you want? I want to help you return to the palace, Princess Jaybird. You know who I am? I do, Princess, and I can lead you back to the palace. Who are you? Someone who's working for the king. But the king does not remember me. The only people that would remember me are witches, fairies, and those with the curse. So who exactly is this man? You're lying. Princess, why would I ever lie to you? Now come. I'm sure everyone at the palace would be very happy to see you. The man grabs my hand roughly and begins trying to pull me through the alleyway. The first thing I try to do is scream, but the man clamps his free hand over my mouth. The crowd is getting farther from us, and no one can see us in the shadows. Princess, I swear on my word, I'm bringing you back to the palace. I'm supposed to fight back, because I'm looking at a guide. Fight back. I have to fight back. Maybe I can still draw people's attention to me. I try to squirm my way out of the man's arms, but it does not work. He chuckles lightly at me until I elbow him in the stomach. For the few moments that I am free, I try to run, but all too soon the man grabs me again with the same punishing grip over my mouth and nose to stop me from screaming. You're a real feisty one, ain't ya? I feel like I might faint. And one last attempt to get free, I tug at the man's hand with my own and manage to shift it just enough until I can bite down on it. Ow! The man screams in pain, his grip finally loosening. I can hear him curse as I run away from him. A few minutes later, I realize that I've gone in the wrong direction. I soon come to a dead end in the alleyway, and I can hear the man running up behind me. What is this I see before me? Yes! I look up to see Karma standing on the rooftop right above us, in his disguise holding a sword, a broad grin on his face. Madame, you might hurt yourself playing with that sword. You might want to put it down. What's this, sir? Do you feel threatened by me? You should. Karma jumps down from the building and raises his sword in front of him. His eyes are angry, his earlier jovial personality fallen away. Anyone that attacks a lady has to pay for the crime. Karma rushes forward, moving faster than I can see. Even in his long dress, the glint of the sword causes the man to fall backwards, loosening his grip on me. I step back from the man's hold and watch as Karma points his sword at the man's neck. Now, I have a sword and you do not. Do you really want to test your luck, sir? Tisk, this isn't worth it. The man runs off, leaving me alone with Karma in the alleyway. What's this? You were a lot cockier just a few minutes. You were a lot cockier just a few moments ago. I breathe out slowly as a relief washes over me. Princess! Waltz approaches from where the man had run. So, did you meet the coward fellow on your way here? I bumped into a man who looked as if he was running from death. Oh my, I feel oddly accomplished. Well, Karma and Walt's voices become faded and indistinct as my vision blurs. I am suddenly light on my feet. All the adrenaline from earlier has dissipated into thin air. I feel tired. Princess! Oh, shit, I read that as Waltz. Princess! Before I can collapse, I feel my arms pulling me back up. Rest easy, Princess Jaybird. I close my eyes and fall into blackness. When I wake up, Annis is setting a tray of food down on my bedside table. She does not notice as I rise slowly from my bed. Annis.
Oh, Princess, you're up. We were worried about you. Lady Delora and Lady Parfait said you were just out because of shock, but still.
How long have I been asleep?
Just a few hours, Princess. Don't worry about chores for now. Lady Delora says that if you're feeling better later, you can use Mr. Broom.
Just thinking about using Mr. Broom gives me a headache. Where are Karma and Waltz?
Waltz is scouting the town looking for the man that captured you.
And Karma?
I think he might be in his room, Princess. He's got patrol tonight, so he's resting a little bit.
If he has patrol tonight, that must mean he was resting this morning, too. How did he know I needed help?
Do you need anything, Princess?
No, I'm going to visit Karma. What?
To thank him?
However, he knew if Karma hadn't been there, things would not have ended so well. Yes.
That's sweet, Princess. Oh, Lady Delora wants to talk to you about what happened when you're feeling up to it.
Okay. I wait until Annis leaves the room before I follow after her. There's a little glitch with the music there. It is only after I exit my room that I realize I do not know where Karma's room is. Annis must have assumed that I already knew, with us being partners and all. It's fine. I do not need Annis's assistance for this. I can find Karma's room on my own. It takes me some time, but eventually I find a room with his name on the door in careful, flowery letters. It suits him. I simply open the door without thinking to knock. Shit! Knew something like this would have happened. Fuck me. Shield your eyes. You gotta knock first. Holy fuck. Although it is interesting to see him without makeup on. I don't know which Karma I like more. What is that? What is that? I expected to find Karma lying in bed, but instead he is standing in front of a mirror changing his clothes. Princess? Oh, I do not think I have ever seen a shirtless man before. Oh God, he's smiling now. Oh, indeed. He turns to me and the realization that he's standing there just in his pants hits me hard in the stomach. Oh, my face feels incredibly uncomfortably warm. Why are you just standing there? Put on your clothes! And then I notice a large tattoo on his chest. Oh, see, that's what it is. It is a rose ensnared by many vines. I stare at it for a few minutes before Karma puts a hand there to conceal it. It's rude to come into a lady's room unannounced, you know. Oh, God damn it. Karma slips his usual dress on carefully over his head and then approaches me. Oh, he's not even wearing makeup. He's pretty. I take a step back without realizing. Karma raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me mischievously. It is a familiar look, but it rattles me more now than it ever has before. My princess, you're as red as a tomato. Are you okay? Does this man always need to point out the obvious? I'm fine. There is no need to shout, darling. Now, what did you come here for? To see me, the beautiful Karma? Does everything always have to revolve around you? Well, you are breaking into my room. I am barely able to stifle a sigh. Well? I cross my arms and frown at him. His smile makes it harder to get my next words out. I came here to thank you. Do my ears deceive me? What did you say, princess? Princess? Thank you for saving me. I saw you fight back. That was a very admirable attempt. Admirable attempt. You saw me? Yes, as you were coming to the end of the alleyway. But I didn't manage to escape. It doesn't matter, princess. You certainly made the effort. But I digress. You are quite welcome, princess. It was my pleasure. I should leave. Wait, what? I turn to leave, but Karma grabs my hand and pulls me back. But princess, don't you owe me something? So Karma was expecting something in return after all. I should have known. I think you owe me an apology. You did come into my room unannounced after all. What is he talking about? Since you broke into my room, I demand you help me with my makeup. Then I will forget your transgression. Your makeup? Yes, darling. I thought you were resting because you were going on patrol tonight? Resting nonsense. I have much to do. My makeup earlier was so messy that I washed my face in order to reapply it. I cannot believe I am going to agree to this. Fine. Ah, what a splendid day today it is. Oh, what a splendid day today is. Come, princess, let's do this by a mirror. Karma pulls me over to the mirror where I can see both of our faces reflected. He has a surprising variety of makeup on the dresser beside him. I do not even care that much for my appearance. Why am I helping Karma with his makeup? Now, which feature on my face do you think is the most important one to highlight, princess? What? What are your eyes attracted to the most on a person's face? When they're laughing, when they smile? Why is he asking me for my opinion on something so trivial? If someone was smiling, the first feature I would look at on their face would be, well, the guy I'm looking at says the lips, so I gotta say the lips. Fuck me. Despite myself, I find my gaze dropping to Karma's lips. Oops. Why do I feel like I am walking into a trap? The lips? My, princess, I'd never think I'd ever hear you say that when you looked at my lips when I smiled. I did not say that. Oh, but you did, and princess, I do believe you are blushing. Even though Karma had never said he was referring to his features, I thought about his lips anyway. The thought makes my heart flop, though I do not have the faintest idea why. Because you fucking love him! Anyway, I agree. Though eyes are important, a smile isn't quite as brilliant without the lips. Without the lips? I tried to imagine a smile without lips and shudder. Sorry, princess, I misspoke. Tried to dispel the image from your mind. Anyway, I'll let you choose the order of things. Fine. Just don't make me look like a clown, princess. I know how much you like to tease me, but I need to get out of here quickly today. If you need to leave quickly, shouldn't you do your makeup yourself? And miss the opportunity to have you help me? Nonsense! If I can, I'll have you help me with my hair some other time. The way you do yours is beautiful. I always put effort into my hair as Mother always emphasized the importance of looking like a princess. But I have never received a compliment on my hairstyle before. Kama gives me his makeup supplies and I start layering the color on his face. When we are this close, I cannot help but carefully inspect every one of his features. I do not think I even did something like this with Mother. You know, princess, I don't think I deserve your thanks. I pause and raise an eyebrow to him. What? You've been helping me for a while, and I haven't helped you with your quest at all. What I did today was just coincidence. Coincidence? I'd heard you went in town with Quartz, and so I followed you too. I only happened to catch what happened in the alleyway. You managed to see me, even when there were so many other people who didn't. I have good eyes, probably. Probably? It is not like you to be so humble. Jaybird, I am once again offended. And why were you following us in the first place? You said you were too tired to go into town today. I was worried. It was strange not accompanying you today. Worried? Why would you be worried? Karma looks puzzled for a few moments. He glances at himself in the mirror solemnly, then shrugs. Intuition, perhaps. Waltz mentioned something about feeling watched. Is there something that Waltz and Karma are watching out for that I'm not? Karma closes his eyes momentarily, and I take the opportunity to dust his eyes with eyeshadow. He does not seem to mind. Princess, you haven't spoken about what happened today with Delora Parfait, have you? No, not yet. You came to thank me first? Yes. Oh. Karma falls into silence and I continue to work, sweeping blush on his high cheekbones. Princess, do you know anything about the man who tried to drag you away today? No. He said he He said only that he worked for the king before telling me he would take me back to the palace. I wonder how he recognized you. I was wondering that myself. How curious and alarming. The only ones who should pose a problem at this time are witches. Witches? What do they want to do with me? Well, I only mean that witches are the only ones who can see through our curses. So that man spoke with a witch? It's possible. But why? Why would the witches want me back at the palace? Or why was that man trying to lead me somewhere else? I suppose either way that man couldn't have wanted to Sorry, I got a notification on my screen. It was covering up the text, but I got rid of it, so yay. I suppose either way the man couldn't have wanted to bring me back to the palace for a good reason. It is possible that a witch gave a commoner a description of you, but then why would... Karma stops talking and looks up at me with something like sympathy. Sympathy! What the fuck? Sorry, I'm just running my head for ideas. Are the witches really so dangerous? And what do they want with me in the first place? Rest assured, princess, we will figure this out. I nod my head slowly. I have a lot of questions for Delora and Parfait, but it is possible that even they might not know everything. I will need to think on my own as well, just in case they decide to keep more of their secrets. I look at Karma and shake my head. Next time, I will be more wary. I won't let myself be caught unaware. Before I realize it, Karma has his hand on my cheek and is staring at me solemnly. His eyes are as cold and unmoving as steel. When he put his hand on Princess, there won't be a next time. That's what I said. Next time I'll make sure that you're definitely not alone. Had I been alone today? Had I been alone today, I might have actually been kidnapped. I know that, but I cannot show weakness. I just need to be more cautious. I am not some damsel in distress, you know. Having someone at your back is far more comforting. Even on a battlefield, knights fight better together. What's wrong? Nothing. He moves his hand away from my face and stands up, sighing. His eyes look suddenly distant and his posture is stiff. I think we're about done here, right? I haven't finished your makeup, though. Wait, why am I even concerned about that? Oh? Sometimes simple is better. Or would you like me to sit back down? I do enjoy being pampered by you, princess. I take it back. We are definitely done. Good. Thank you for your hard work. In an instant, the mood changes and a bright smile once again graces Karma's face. As much as I hate to do this, I'm going to have to leave you, darling. I have business in town and then a patrol later tonight. I probably won't see you for the rest of the day, but thank you. He's thanking me for putting on his makeup? It was such a small thing. You're welcome. You already thanked me, though. Well, now you could tell I'm twice as thankful as the normal person. Oh. I just had like a little slight power outage for a second there. That was creepy. My screen started dimming and I'm like, what the hell? Sorry. Oh, no, I don't have internet. Oh well. That doesn't make any sense, but it's Karma. A lot of the things he says do not make any sense. I leave the room with Karma, and he leaves the tavern as I go to find Parfait and Delora. The two of them are seated together in the reception, speaking in hushed voices when I arrive. They both pause to look up at me as I walk into the room. Well, if it isn't the princess, took you long enough to come see us.
Anna's told us that you were unharmed. We're glad to see you safe, princess.
So, how about telling us what happened? When prompted, I tell them everything that transpired in the alleyway. The two listen and only exchange a sullen glance when I am done. Do you know something about all of this that I don't? Why would the witches be after me in the first place? You remember what we said about the Tenebrarum corrupting witches? Well, those witches don't like seeing curses broken. They meddle where they can because they can.
That is why I cast the glamour spell on you.
What the fuck?
That is why I cast a glamour on you when you arrived here, so that you could remain hidden from magical eyes. I did it to protect you.
To protect me? I feel like there is more to this than they are hiding, but I do not think any amount of convincing that will get them to say anything. Forgive us, Prince. Oh shit! I fucking misread the name again. I hate it when that happens. When I do that, stupid brain.
Forgive us, Princess. We're not entirely sure what's going on either. Though if it was a human that captured you, he must be working with the witches somehow.
Troublesome, to say the least. But we don't know the details yet. Give us some time to figure things out.
Until we figure out who that man is and who he's working for, you need to have an escort with you out of the margin at all times. Do you understand?
And once you figure it out, you will tell me? The two exchange another look, which only makes me more frustrated. They are obviously keeping secrets, and right in front of me. We'll tell you once everything falls into place.
Don't worry, Princess. We would never let you be in any danger.
The silence is what ends our conversation. I make my way back to my room, feet heavy. I feel like a fly caught in a spider's web. I try my best to clear my mind as I return to my room. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode of Cinderella Phenomenon. If you enjoyed this episode of Cinderella Phenomenon, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!